superior when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new Samsung smartphone for only $29. Plus, we're giving you 50% off your mobile bill. And win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in-store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And the time right now, Fiji, it is 7:46, and that means it's time for us to get commentary from Mr. Light from Life Compton. Good morning, Life. Morning.
I hope everybody had a great weekend.
Morning, Life.
Yeah, morning, Maka.
I'm good, man. I noticed you have a good weekend.
Oh, where you been? Where you been? Life, where you been?
Nah, I was taking a little sneak peek at your status, so I noticed you have a good weekend.
You was watching my snap. was nice. Was nice.
All right.
Yeah. So over the weekend there was a news article in the middle of the news. There was an article on the website for St. Vincent Times, and I read a headline that says that Luther was begging to keep his job at the council in New York. So when I read the headline, I said to myself, is Luther crazy? Why would he do that? So that's the headline, right? So then I went and I said, no, I have to read this article. So I went and read the article. And in the article, there was nowhere in the article that Luther said that he was begging to keep his job. So the headline was 100% misleading. Now, this is something that some newspaper, print media, online usually do. They put a headline and people read the headline and it's interesting. So they click to read. But now this headline card, I read the headline and read the article. 90% people read the headline alone and did not read it. And then they went on to their social media pages and they began laughing and bashing and making all type of different comments about why he begging for job and what's not and what. Now, when I saw the comment, I was thinking that I read the wrong article because there's no any article where he was begging for job or anything like that. So I went and I saw another article and I read it, and in that one article there was nowhere where he was begging for a job. What he was doing was being diplomatic. And it comes to what I want to address. There's several people who use the term journalist very loose. And I have a problem with it because people just come up with websites that they post news from, wherever they get them from, and they call themselves journalists. Now, can you walk into a hospital and start to practice medicine and say, I'm a doctor? Walk into a hospital and say, I'm a nurse, I come in to take care of patients without going and get any proper training, any proper credentials or whatever. Can you do that? Can I go onto a project and say, I come here to design this bridge and you don't have an engineering degree? Can I walk onto a plane and say, well, I know how to fly the plane, but I don't have a pilot license? I do not have a pilot, I never went to pilot school and fly it. people are just walking into the business of news and calling themselves journalists and creating a lot of problems. Now there's this outlet called Clicknet News or something run by this extremely weird fella. I don't know where this news outlet come from. I don't know. This guy just started posting news and call himself a journalist and call himself a news outlet. He sometime last week he put up an article where he was talking about the sexual assault of a child, and he put the child name and he said what the case and all the child information on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's something that is frowned upon in the media world. You don't expose sexual assault victims. You just don't do that. Much as a child with all the child information on social media. This guy that runs clip, but he's a weird character. A few years ago, he said that he was a politician who was forming a party. And when he started posting stuff on social media, people with talk against it or whatever, he started posting them what mother this and mother that and all kind of thing. So he eventually became like a clown. Now he come up with this internet news or whatever it is and posting a lot of stuff, and people are actually reading, sharing, and engaging this outlet as is some credible outlet for news. And he's creating a lot of things on social media. Same as the fake headline from the same time. Now people have to like I sometimes want to know if some people serious, right? And they're not realizing that they flip like whatever it is. It's just a big comedy show for this guy. That this guy loves comedy shows. And when you comment on articles, he writes comes back underneath the comments and comments somewhere out of time and things as he does say and some disrespectful thing, but yet still this thing is gaining a lot of traction on social media. And it's obvious that he's just enter into these things as a form of a joke or entertainment for himself. And people have to understand that a lot of these guys that run these news outlets don't really have any journalism training at all, and they're just doing it for probably to monetize or gain money. There are a lot of the only news site I would go on and read something and take it seriously is probably Eyewitness News. That's online. Well, the Vincentian and the Searchlight are also online, but the articles are here and being famous. But yeah, the only one I would take seriously is probably Eyewitness News. I would not take the other seriously because I know the people who run them, and their intention is not to provide facts and information.
You're including One News in this too?
One News passed it. Yeah, I missed One News.
Oh,
one
okay.
News passed it.
Okay.
The others are not so sure. I had some problems with Civil Times in the past where I would go on to things with the Times and see articles I wrote, such like word for word on Civil Times, without permission. And I have in those days, Claire Keyser was the editor for Searchlight, and I would have to complain to her numerous occasions that she needs to contact the person who is running that website to take down my articles that they didn't ask permission to post or even paid for. Many times, and I know other journalists, bona fide journalists, have had issues with that also. And it's really annoying to see. Now, somebody who read the headline alone for the article in Luther, they went and wrote something on it. And then I think that they went back, after they wrote, is when they probably went back and read the article and then realized that it was not the same thing that it was saying in the body. The headline was not saying the same thing as what was said in the body, and this people basically trying to put it down to he was giving subliminal messages. they realized that they missed it, and they realized that they missed it, and then they went and said, oh, he was giving subliminal message. But if he comes to general and he goes to make a speech and then the government, he has to talk about the new government. He has to be diplomatic if he's still in the position. And then the thing was saying, he should have resigned. People saying Dr. Charlotte should resign in the hospital. If I was in these positions, if I would wait for them to tell me, we're not keeping you on, we want your resignation. I would wait. Because who knows if they're not going to keep them on.
Yeah.
Dr. Charlotte says he's not resigning, and that's a bigger job than, I think he has a bigger job than Compton general job. What somebody was saying to me is that several of the people who held positions in the former administration resigned their positions after the results of the general election. They actually went and resigned their positions, right?
Because of political appointments.
Right. People in political appointments. The report was saying that Luther should have resigned his position. But I do not know what resigning position entails financially. I don't know if it's a contract, and then if you resign, you lose whatever money you might be entitled to, or whatever. I do not know how it works. But if it's something like that, it's obvious that they would wait to be fired so that you could gain whatever money inside. I'm just saying, right? That's why they say sometimes you're in positions and companies pressure you to resign. Because if you resign, you don't get what you're entitled to. So they put you in certain positions that you get frustrated and you resign and you resign. I don't know if it's a situation like that, but if it's a situation that it would be better for him to wait until he's well. We are resigning to firing. But my main point is people have to be very, very careful about what they read and where they get it from. Because a lot of these people are just moonlighting and trying to create chaos. Yes, because that headline spiral out of control really fast over the weekend and spawned a lot of ridicule for Luther and his family. And I've seen it done many times. Mr. Shelley Clark, deceased, who used to be the editor of the news. He believed in strong headlines. So his headlines would sometimes be really outrageous, and it would make people want to read the article. But anyway, journalists know that sometimes not most people, probably 60% of readers only read the headline and probably the first few lines of the story. They don't go through because from the comments on social media, it's obvious that people only read the headline, and in the story itself, it said nothing about him begging for his job at all. So that's my contribution this morning.
Okay.
Be careful what you read and read the whole. And careful also when you read the whole thing, careful with the information from them. Because some of these websites have to use Google to verify the information. And that's not what news is. So you guys enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but let me ask you quickly, Life, though, when it is, because it's two different topics that you're raising in this, and the thing about Luther we're going to talk about after 8. But for you as a journalist in particular, how do you feel? Do you feel like your profession is being watered down?
Of course it is being watered down. Of course. Because these guys come on board from whenever they come from and like can just do anything they feel like part of journalism. It is being watered down. People, you can't just I see somebody referring to being the other day as a journalist. write the post and for me, a woman from the journalist, and I had to comment and say, thing is not a journalist, thing is already home. There's a big difference.
Mm.
You can't, as I say, people just walk into the profession and say, well, yeah, I'm a journalist.
And I think,
And
I think social media has made it so much easier because they said these days, anybody with a camera could claim to be a journalist.
yeah, and with the coming on stream of AI, a lot of these guys just run the information through chat GPT or whatever and say, create a news article and chat GPT writes a news article. I've seen many. A normal person might not be able to recognize AI generated news articles, but it's very, very easy for AI to see it. And that's what a lot of them are doing.
Yeah.
Check it out yourself, Roleza. Go into ChatGPT and just write, create a news article about violence in civil and and see what comes up. Write a full article by pulling information from every website you can find, and within less than 20 seconds, you have a full news article. And a lot of these guys are doing that. You can even copy an article from another website, put it in that and rewrite it publicly. And it rewrites it. But a trained eye could see from the start that the AI generated. It's easy. And I've seen many of these guys. I see articles that written by AI appeared in print media too. I've seen it. and their way. And if you want to check with their AI checkers, their websites that you could just place the article into it, and it will tell you this is 75% generated by AI, or 100% generated, or whatever percent, 1%, 2%. You'll find more 1%, 2% if you change it up a bit. So some people use it to create a base, and then they go and then rewrite. But once you put it into the AI checkers, you can know. But as I said, I could see it is generated by AI. Because it's like, yeah, it have a style, it's like a boring kind of style. And sometimes after you do it, it asks, do you want a more polished version? Do you want a more real-friendly version, a more tea-friendly version? Do you want a more emotional base or whatever? And it does it. So that's what a lot of these guys are doing.
All right. So I guess with the advancements, saying with the advancements of AI, another profession that might be out the door is journalists. As persons go through.
A real journalist would use AI to dictate.
Yeah.
Because it makes it so much easier for us as journalists, where we record a speech and then we can put it into an app and it dictates the speech for us. But that's what a real journalist uses for at all. It dictates word for word and then you take the information you're ready to do. But you say something very interesting that it AI might kill journalists. AI can't kill journalists, because AI can't go into a community and interview somebody and ask a question. Is that killing of journalists, like AI would have to come from editors who would decide that me alone is going to run this news organization, and they go and gather the information and put it in AI, and it's basically a one-man thing. And as I said, that's what many of the online publications are doing. But if no bonus site journalists can put out work like that and know that effective ChatGPT writes it for them. No journalists want to watch it. No journalists like, I watch it. I'll be comfortable with it. Okay. But these new entities, they feel very comfortable with it. So they posting what's creating problems and not really doing the work. It's very, very annoying. Some of the work that's coming out on this website.
All right.
This one in particular, he does just copy and paste other people's stories. That's all it does, copy and paste other people's.
All right, Life. We're out of time for now. So thanks for your contribution, and we look forward to hearing from you tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Bye. And that was our commentary with Live Compton this morning. And we were looking at news and news in inverted commas, news outlets and the social media, the challenges of their credibility. All right. So that was our segment with Life. And the time here in SVG, it is 8:05. And our time check came to you with the compliments of New Haven Funeral Home.
Death is a fact of life. Even though death is a fact of life,